In ancient times, humanity looked to the heavens for answers. We called them gods, because we didn't have a better word for it yet. But I learned the truth the hard way. My name is Emmanuel Floyd Theodore. I work as a private contractor for the U.S. government, handling missions that are too risky, too unorthodox, where no one can ever know we were there. I break systems digital, physical, human. Delta Force taught me how to move unseen, how to listen, and how to wait. Those skills have taken me across borders, into places where history sleeps uneasily, and that's where I found it. The extraction route was supposed to be clean. No satellites, no radios, no witnesses. But halfway through, my wrist receiver vibrated. Unauthorized pings were probing my position without ever touching the sky. Someone was already hunting me. In my vest, I was carrying a small, semi-transparent silver cylinder, cool to the touch. Inside, a strange liquid vapor was shifting, undecided. Tucked alongside it was an ancient Sumerian scroll, etched with symbols far too precise to be religious. I've stolen relics before. This wasn't a relic. I sent a sample ahead to Dr. Miriam Tyler at Oxford. She's brilliant, whip-smart, and one of the few people I trust. Miriam's a British professor in her 30s, with bright reddish-brown hair, and she's always on the edge of a new discovery. She'd been developing a self-organizing nanofluid, and my sample was the missing piece she never knew existed. When I finally met her and opened the case, her breath caught. "What is that?" she asked. I told her, "It's not just an artifact, it's a key. A key to ancient technology, to something buried so deep in our past, we mistook it for a myth." Later, as she studied the unrolled scroll, she realized these weren't prayers. They were procedures, warnings, and failsafes. This wasn't religion, it was a safety manual. I had to leave then, called back to the States. She tried to stop me, making me promise to share what I found, that this knowledge couldn't just disappear into secrecy. I promised. But as I walked away, we both knew something irreversible had already begun. We called the substance God's breath. Back at her lab, they tested it on a young volunteer named James. The potential was limitless, but the cost was extreme neurological overload. Alarms blared, and his vitals crashed. Miriam was panicking, but then she froze. He wasn't dying. He was accelerating. James's eyes opened, calm and focused. He whispered, "It's slowing down. Everything." His intelligence was the same, but his perception had completely changed. It was like he was suspended above the world, seeing the road ahead while everyone else crawled on the ground. Meanwhile, I was in a safe house with Ileana Cade, a rogue linguist and physicist who specializes in proto-languages older than belief. As she studied the scroll, the vapor inside the vial reacted, collapsing inward and then blooming, synchronized to her voice. "This language, it's operational," she said. I told her to stop reading, but she whispered, "I can't." And then time stretched. A bead of sweat froze in mid-air. Heartbeats became choices. God's breath wasn't alive or conscious, but it was aware, the way gravity is aware of mass. We finally understood. They didn't build this to save us. Ileana looked at me and said, "No, they built it to survive us." Back at Oxford, James was stable, contained. He pleaded with them, "Don't shut it off. It's not doing this to me. It's doing it for everything else." We had it all wrong. God's breath didn't enhance human intelligence. It restrained it. It was a universal governor, embedded in our world long before humanity learned to ask dangerous questions. We hadn't stolen a piece of God, we'd stolen the universe's last warning label. And now, every power on Earth wanted to peel it off, just to see what would happen next. Thanks for watching. If you're intrigued by stories that blend ancient mysteries with modern thrillers, make sure to subscribe for more.